Good day and welcome to our weekly online Informante TV News Bulletin. Informante wishes its viewers a prosperous new year. I am Alvine Miriam Samuel. The general voter registration kicked off yesterday. President Hifikepunye Pohamba registered as a voter for the upcoming elections at the Sederhof Primary School.
Approximately 700 teams of the ECN of Namibia managed more than 3,000 registration points countrywide, while also making use of mobile teams to visit remote places in the rural areas. Some hiccups have been experienced at registration points, while the process was smooth at others. At the same time, many Namibians complained, saying that the whereabouts of the registration points are not known to them, as the ENC has not released the venues in newspapers as done during previous registration processes. Another concern is the slow process at which people were registered, but the ECN is optimistic that it could be sped up. President Hifikepunye Pohamba and his wife were among the first to register at the Sederhof Primary School in the Windhoek East constituency. After the head of state received his voter registration card, he called on all Namibians to register for the upcoming elections, scheduled towards the end of this year.
Go and register. Registration is very important because they will be able to vote in accordance to the democratic principles, voting to elect the leaders, and that is the leaders of their choice.
Registration points open every day at 8 o'clock in the morning and close at 9 o'clock in the evening. Registration will carry on until the 2nd of March.
The city of Windhoek is experiencing serious financial problems, and if this trend of running its affairs continues in this manner, it is facing possible bankruptcy.
The Office of the Auditor General reported that the current liabilities of the municipality exceeded its assets at the end of June 2011. This condition is worsened and cemented by the growing accumulated deficit of 557 million Namibian dollars. Towards the end of June 2009, the deficit was 152.7 million Namibian dollars, and it increased the next year to almost 400 million Namibian dollars. According to the Auditor General's report, the city is commercially insolvent, but if allowed to continue unabated, these operating deficits would eventually erode the equity base, which would result in the municipality being factually insolvent. During the 2010-2011 book year, the municipality recorded a loss of more than 188.6 million Namibian dollars, which can mainly be attributed to an increase in the loss recorded at the City Police Department. This loss increased from 142 million Namibian dollars in 2009 to 195 million Namibian dollars in 2011. Several cases of fraud and corruption were also investigated by the Anti-Corruption Commission, some of which were found to be unsubstantiated, while in other cases, such as in repairing of trucks in the Solid Waste Department, action had to be taken against the culprits.
Grade 13, or better known as A-level, will be gradually phased in Namibian secondary schools to form part and parcel of the curriculum as from 2022.
The Ministry of Education is revising its curriculum to bring in more relevancies to what is taught in schools, the need of the country, and also benchmarking it to international norms. The introduction of the A-level qualification will be part of the implementation of the Basic Education Curriculum Review. The advanced level, based on Cambridge A-level, will be introduced into the Namibian senior secondary education through a phase-in plan, taking into account the availability of the financial resources and the capacity of schools. The introduction of A-level will provide the opportunity for learners to realize their high intellectual capacities in order to excel in higher education studies, as well as to access international universities which demand A-level qualifications for entry into university studies.
Because A-level is widely recognized worldwide for acceptance or admission at the university, the best university in the world. So actually, we are just trying to make sure that our students receive the best foundation for them to do their studies at the university level.
The Namibian national under-20 rugby side will face a formidable team from the Western Province Institute on 22 March in preparation for the 7th edition of the IRB Under-20 World Rugby Trophy in Hong Kong. Head coach Jan Damas said his charges will also engage the senior team in matches aimed at ironing his team for the Hong Kong tournament in April.
We have a game against the Western Province Institute in Stellenbosch. We will play on the 22nd, the Independence Weekend, against them. And then we try to get practice games against our national team, the local guys that is in a senior team.
Namibia, ranked 7th in the world, will play in Group B against Japan, Canada and Uruguay. The USA, Tonga and Georgia together with host Hong Kong complete Group B. The tournament will see 16 matches played with pool stages held from April 7th to the 15th, while the final will be played on April 19th with winners gaining an automatic qualification to the 2015 IRB Junior World Cup in New Zealand. Namibia's road to Hong Kong came after beating Kenya 51-8 in the final of the Confederation of African Rugby Championships in South Africa in September of 2013. According to Damas, the team is more than prepared to fight for the final remaining berth available for participation at next year's Junior World Cup.
We're prepared to win that team, tournament, and it is difficult for us because a lot of our players is in South Africa already in university, but we plan to bring them in and play against bigger teams just to go 100% into the tournament.
Thank you for watching. This is Informante News. See you again next week. Until then, goodbye.